Sitting this morning with Kelowna Mayor Tom Dyas. Tom, good morning, and welcome to spring, welcome to the sunshine.
Good morning, Wayne. Thank you for that welcoming. Yeah, no, it's nice. I think we're going to get warmer as the week goes on.
There you go. Let's start right with the RCMP. A study is going to be done, partly because of an RCMP report suggesting that they may end contracted services as of the end of the current contract, which is 2032. There's been some, I guess, back and forth as far as verbiage and wording is concerned, as far as exactly what the city is doing. So give you the opportunity, exactly what is the study and what's the rationale for the study?
Well, I think first to start, I just want to kind of, make note that we have complete and full confidence and deep respect for the RCMP that are there, and for also all of the 100 or so municipal staff that assists with regards to the workings of the RCMP and assisting them through all of the paperwork that they need to do. So all of the different teams through the RCMP, we have a deep respect for everything they do within this community. This is a study that we are going through where there'll be an external consultant who will work alongside Darren Call and that team to bring a report back to us into 2026 and outlining the difference in between a contracted service, which is what the RCMP is at this particular point in time, and municipal service. What are the differences between the two? What are the costs associated with respect to the two? What service difference would we be able to obtain? Recognizing that the federal government, under the 20-year agreement that it had with the province in 2032, will be reevaluating whether or not they will be offering that service to municipalities throughout the country. And so this is the contract that we have right now with the RCMP. There's about $56 million which goes towards RCMP. There's roughly around about another $20 million that goes towards our municipal staff. So in total, it's about $77 million. It's one of the largest line items in our budgets, and it's only prudent of us as council to make certain that we do these formal type of audits to make certain that we're receiving the service that we need for this growing city.
Not to put the cart before the horse necessarily, but if a report comes back checking all the boxes in favor of the municipal force, is this council prepared to make that decision to move away from what we have now to a different structure?
And I think that's a great question. I know that throughout the country there has been about 25 of these reports done for different municipalities. I believe 3 of those municipalities moved away from RCMP service into more municipal forces. But we don't know what that report will bring us. And we also don't know whether or not it will be forced upon us in years to come. So it's a combination of both of those items. Costing being one, the services that are being able to be provided being another item, plus the other services that fall into play with regards to certain crime element units, bomb squads, things to that nature. How do they all fit into the equation? So it will be very interesting for us, and I believe that if there is enough solid information that comes back from that report, then council will have a decision to make.
Could you break that contract?
I'm not that. I really don't know the answer to that, and my assumption is that that's not the direction that we're heading at this point in time at all. Like I said, just deep respect for all the RCMP, all the municipal staff that work. We're seeing some huge changes or substantial changes with regards to our crime severity index within our community. So all of the things that they're doing with regards to speed watch programs, we're so grateful for the amount of work that they do. That isn't in any of our discussion at this time.
And we've seen in real time in Surrey what can happen when they voted to go municipal and then at the last minute wanted to pull out and couldn't.
Yeah, and I know with this, one of the things that was extremely important for us was open, transparent communication. I was in Victoria just a little over a week ago. We had a meeting with Minister Begg and for public safety, and we informed him that this is something that we're going to look at, as other communities have looked at it, and we just are looking for that information. And overall, they were in support that we work our way through this process.
You mentioned the meeting in Victoria with Mr. Begg. Did he indicate at all the possibility of a provincial police force, similar to, say, the OPP?
In our discussion at that point in time, no, it did not come up at all. So there was no discussion with regards to any consideration. Now, whether there is discussion there that's happening behind doors, I'm not certain. But in the discussion that we had with them, no, there was no discussion at all with regards to any.
And it would make sense to backfill what the RCMP has now, but again, that's above our pay grade.
It is, and my understanding at this point in time, that depending upon what happens in 2032, if they do move away from doing municipal services, then RCMP would then be more on the major crime federal level, and you would still have, municipal police forces working alongside them in cases of that higher level.